Good morning. Today we have a residential job. Normally I wouldn't record this, but it could be pretty good information. You guys will probably be able to see what I do. It should be a pretty quick job. What we're gonna be doing is I'm just gonna be lubing up the door, but then I'm gonna show you guys what I look for when I'm PMing a door. That way you can look on your own garage just to make sure your door is good. The first thing I'm usually gonna do is look at the cables, make sure they don't need to be replaced, and if they do need to be replaced, we'll replace the cables. But also, obviously, I'll look at all the hardware, make sure that doesn't need to be replaced. It should be a pretty nice, smooth job today. So I'm gonna head to the back, unload the truck, and we will get this day started. I'm GoPro'd up on a Monday morning, Aaron. Last week, this was not connected, and then it fell. And it spilled all over the place. So I have to fix that when I get back. There's just stuff all over the place, but I don't have time right now, since this is scheduled pretty early. Come on, come on. So I'm just taking these off my truck, because I don't want them on there. Speared you right in the face. All right. What may I need, Aaron?
You have so many cables in your truck.
I have 8-foot cables. I don't have any 7s. I used 3 of them the last job I was on.
Oh, but never mind. You probably don't have any cables.
Don't have any cables.
How many used cables do you have in here?
Well, there should be 3 at least. I think maybe I threw those out already. There's one right here.
You're recording the inputs.
Maybe there's some in the van. Hold on a minute. Hold on a gosh darn second. We got a 7-footer. We got a 7-footer. Alrighty. Let's get this show on the road. This job is only 9 minutes away. Pretty darn close. We got this job from a door hanger, actually. I went out in this neighborhood Thursday, I believe. We have a special going on right now for garage door tune-ups, and he called to get his door tuned up. I would show you guys the design if I had it with me, but I don't. But at some point you guys will see the design. I spent quite a bit of time. It's the second version of the design, because the first one I don't think worked. We did a test with it and it didn't do too well. So now I made the second design, and the first time I went out, we've already gotten a call from it. I only passed out like 100 that day because I didn't realize it was supposed to start raining. And then it started downpouring. Plus I had a little bit of an altercation with one of the homeowners. She was not happy that I was passing out door hangers for some reason. So there was that. I was recording the whole thing, and this happened, and it started raining, so I had to take my GoPro off because I didn't want it to get wet or anything. I did 2 houses and then got confronted. So it was like that close to catching it on camera, but I didn't. She was not happy I was passing out door hangers. I wasn't doing anything wrong, but I guess she was having problems with another guy, and she thought I was that other guy that was passing out the door hangers, but I wasn't. It was my first time ever there, so either way, she was not very happy with me. But I got 5 minutes left of this drive. I'm gonna get to the job site, talk to the homeowner, make sure. I had people commenting about, you don't think I ask the homeowners before I record? Of course I ask the homeowners. I'm not just recording them without their permission. I make sure they're okay with everything. I tell them what I'm doing it for. And most of the time they're just curious and they think it's fun. I've even had a video where the guy's talking about it with me while I have the camera on, asking why I'm doing it and what the reason is. So I don't know. But I was getting comments about that. But yes, I do talk to the homeowners. I do talk to the people and make sure that I'm allowed to record, just so you guys are aware. But like I said, I'm gonna get to the job site. It'll be 4 minutes. I will see you guys there. Alrighty, I am pulling right up to the job site right now. Usually, like I said, I do not pull in, but this is the same neighborhood as last video, so they don't let you park on the street. They said that their realtor got a ticket, so I have to park in the driveway, which I don't like doing. But I'm gonna go talk to that homeowner, make sure I'm all good to record, and we will get this job started. All right, so before I luckily rang on the doorbell, I completely went into the wrong house. I think it should be this one. Yes, so this is where I needed to be. Yep. So I went to the wrong house. Now we're in the right house. Let me back in and then I'll talk to the homeowner. Always double check the home address, guys. I have definitely knocked on the wrong house before. Alrighty, we got the okay for GoProing inside. I already noticed that one of their hinges is bent. I noticed their track is a little bent. Just gonna have to bend that back. The hinge, probably replace it, but I'll talk to him about it. And then the door does not run smooth at all. So we will see what we can do about that. Seems like it's been pulled. I don't know if I'll need anything else. I already checked the cables. Luckily, cables are all good. It seems like they were replaced somewhat recently. No rusting on them. I need to double check the bottom over here. Oh, good. Yep. Oh yeah, that one's broken. Yep, figured out why it's bent.
What?
Figured out why it's bent. You can see it's completely broken.
Oh.
Yeah. I can get that hinge replaced for you. Like I said, it'll be about $10. But other than that, after looking at everything, your cables look good. Hardware looks pretty decent, nothing sagging yet. Usually you can tell when rollers actually get like pretty bad, like the whole door will start sagging itself. But it doesn't look like it's doing that right now. Bottom seal's a little worn here, so that's just some concerns that you might have. But other than that, should be pretty quick. I will get going.
I'll wait and see what it weighs. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, I'll bring the door down and then I'll take a look at it. Let's see how heavy we are. Oh, it's actually pretty good. It might just be because of just old springs. It says you're at 10 pounds, but I think the springs are actually pretty good because of how light it is. It might just need some extra tension, but yeah, this give or take some because it stays above the stuff. So it might be a little off, but you know, it's not any area of concern.
Good.
I've had ones where it's probably like 50 pounds off the floor.
Ooh.
So it's like I went to a house one time and they had an opener problem. I released it, tried to lift the door up myself. I mean, I was able to do it, but it was really heavy.
Yeah.
And I was trying to figure out what was wrong with the opener.
Yeah.
I pressed it and the opener started on fire. Yeah,
Okay.
so having the wrong springs on your door definitely could affect it, but yeah, this is,
That's fine.
yeah. I mean, it's a little, like I said, it's 10 pounds on the floor, but it's really not that bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty, cool. So yeah, I'll just try to get rid of some of this squeaking, get this replaced for you, and then should be, what, $60, like you said, 50 plus 60, or 50 plus 10.
Yeah.
Alright, and that'll be it. Just go outside and run and grab that. Seems like you might be interested in this stuff, are you?
What's that?
Just the door and stuff. Like, I'll show you. So what we use, so the stuff that we use, you can see the difference in size. So this is 11 gauge steel and this is only, I think this is 14. So you can simply just feel the difference.
Great.
So,
And as in wire sizes, the lower the number, the heavier.
yeah, so the lower the number, like I believe, so if this is what I think it is, 14, I believe 11 gauge steel is like 4.15 times as strong or something like that.
Wow.
So that's why we use it. This is the same stuff we'll use on like 22 foot wide by 16 foot high door. So, you know, and semi trucks hit those things. This thing shouldn't break on you, but that's how we like to do it. Make sure everything works. Those are good. Now, usually I don't like to tighten up the middle ones because they're not holding in as much. Like that's into that steel. There's steel behind this stuff, but it strips out way easier. If they're not visibly loose, they're usually not loose.
No, I'm just loosen it into.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll check how old these springs are for you as well. Take a look. Nothing there. Oh, 16. So I would say these are probably from, usually give or take a year, so 17.
Yeah, so eight or 9 years ago.
But yeah, other than that, this is all hanging. So I'll go up there. It's just wire for the opener.
Oh.
I'll go up there and just staple it to the ceiling to get it out of the way as well. Let me throw some lube on it real quick. Then I'm gonna go through my sheets, make sure I got everything, and then.
Sometimes when it opens, you get a jerk in it as though there's some looseness.
Yeah, so that's also another thing I was gonna do. I think this is really loose. I think it's too loose for me. I wouldn't keep it this loose. So I might tighten this up a little bit. Hopefully that'll, I'm just gonna throw some lube on it also. And this is just a silicone spray, if you were interested. And you never do too much, because if you do too much, you can see it on some of the older doors. I know some of your neighbors have it, because I'm the one that put out those door hangers. And if you spray them too much, you end up seeing like you see oil stains on the outside of the door. And it's not great. All right, should be all lubed up now. Let's see how she runs. Oh, no, let me tighten that first.
Grandkids that are still a bit young.
Okay. So we moved 2 weeks ago.
Oh my! Huh.
So that was an event. So we had our first apartment, and then we moved into a different one. Our first apartment didn't have in-unit washer and dryer, and it didn't have AC, like central AC. So we upgraded because that was horrible. Because we only had one washer and dryer for the whole, because there was 4 units.
Yeah.
And we had problems with other people. They would just leave their clothes in there. So now it's nice that we don't have to worry about that.
You're tempted the second time they do it to pull it out of the dryer and drop
Oh
it
no,
on the floor.
I did multiple times too. Like I'm telling, every time I would do my laundry there, they would just leave it, and I would just I'd pull it out and put it on the table.
That was polite.
Yeah.
I would suggest you put it on the floor.
Alrighty, let's give it a run real quick. See how we run. There we go.
Nice.
Yeah.
So say occasionally, not every time. Start up.
Yeah, I think it's because that chain was loose. So we'd have like slack on it. Yep. Looks like I have to, since I did that, might have to change the limits on the open. Yeah, it's going down too low now, so no big deal. That should be pretty good there. A little more. But yeah, it already sounds much better than it did before. There we go. Now I'm happy with that.
Good.
Yes, perfect. And then cables are all good. Yeah. Cool.
What does that tell us?
When it blinks?
It just did.
Yeah, so what it's doing is it's actually shooting a code at you. Whatever, how many it was, that means the photo eyes weren't seeing each other. So I think...
Oh, could be the scale in the way?
No, what I did, I kicked to make sure they were working.
I see.
I also forgot to do this part, so... Can you close the door for me? It might bounce back up. It should bounce back up. Nope, it doesn't. So I'll have to fix that. Let's see if it works now. Yeah, go up a little bit and then it's back down. Sweet. If you want, do you have like a Swiffer sweeper or anything so I can get these cobwebs off for you? I'll just use my glove. Oh, sure, that'll work. Clean you up a little bit. Not as dirty. Boom. There you are. Sweet. Nope, got it. Sweet. You are all set with that one. And then I guess I will just pull everything out and then I'll put the sticker on. You should be good. Alright. And I'll do the last one when I'm done here. Alrighty. Let me just clean up, write everything up, and then you'll be all good to go.
Good.
Well, I was in the middle of talking to him. My GoPro ended up dying, but I got the payment, just the $60. Just getting our name in front of the people. This is our service area, so we're trying to get as much people in close to our shop as we can. We already appear on the top of Google here, but we also wanted to throw door hangers in here just to, you know, double dip, just try to get as many people as we can right now so that we can hopefully control this little area where we are. But he did end up asking me about reviews, and so usually after every job as well, I'll always send them a review text. Basically, just asking them to review us because it helps us out. That is basically it. So I'm gonna run back to the shop because we are all done here and see what else we got going on for the day. I know for a fact that we have another commercial job. I don't know because, so I know it's at a grocery store, so I know that I can't really record it in that grocery store specifically. It's called Jewel Lasco out here in Chicago. So I will catch you guys when we're at the shop. Alrighty, I just got back to the shop. Nobody is here except me at the moment. I know the boss had to go check out a job. It's in Wheeling, Illinois. I believe a truck ended up hitting the building, and because of that, you're gonna have to take all the masonry down. I don't have a picture of it right now to show you, but hopefully that'll be a future job. But we're gonna have to take the doors out. I think it's 2 or 3 commercial doors. Take those out, put new brick up, and then we'll have to go and reinstall the doors. So it sounds like it's a bigger job. We also have, I think last week on Friday, we also went to check out another job. But right now I'm the only one here. So I'll tell you guys what I plan to do sometime. But first I'm gonna clean out my truck. Well, not clean out the truck, but like get rid of all the stuff on the ground. It is a little messy right now, but I don't like leaving for a week and having it messy. So I'll clean it up for them so they don't have to worry about it and they know where everything is. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the hose. We're gonna get a new hose because that's like 2 hoses connected, and we're gonna have one long one. We're going to end up hanging it from about right here, somewhere right there. We're gonna zip tie it to the shelving, the metal shelving here, or we'll put it behind somehow all the way until we have it right here. Once we get it here, that way we don't have to undo it and do it every single time. It makes cleaning the trucks convenient and quicker. Right now I'm just gonna pull the truck in and get some cleaning done. This is what we use for the door hangers. I sit around on the scooter and go around the houses on the scooter. That is a lot more convenient than walking because it's faster, so we can get to bigger houses faster and throw out more door hangers. I'll show you the design we have. So this is the design we have. It's a 6x11 postcard. And this is the back. It has our YouTube channel just for you guys. Now, one thing we do is I saw a YouTube video of somebody who hole punches. They use 16x10 postcards and they put a hole punch up here. And that is because, if I can find one, but I probably won't be able to right now. This is a little cheat code if any of you guys are wondering. So if I put this door hanger here, right? Have the door hanger here. In the wind, it's not gonna do it right now, but in the wind, they can come off real easy. So when you have the rubber band, you just put it around the door handle, and then boom. This is never gonna come off. I have not had one of them slip off one time, and it is super convenient. It allows us to get every single door hanger on the door and us not have to worry about flying off and then the homeowner not seeing it. It's actually a very, very convenient way of doing it. We have this one. We're gonna make up one for if we go to a customer's home, we wanna do like a 5 around. We're gonna be doing that. Then I'll be like, oh, we missed you, something around that line. We just do work on your neighbor's home. We wanna give you a discount or something like that. Just to get, again, our name out there, let the neighbors of the homeowners that we go to know. And yeah, that's about that for the door hangers. Gonna take the springs out of the truck and maybe redo this shelving. If you guys have any ideas on what I should do, but like I said, I think I'm gonna try to take the springs out, figure out a way to put them in the back, figure out a way to get these power tools. Maybe I'll put them in that Husky bag, the big power tools, because how often do I use the big power tools? Not very. I use the grinder a little bit, but maybe we'll put them in that bag in the middle. That way we have more space. And then this is also something we got. So this is gonna be for me. They don't have any gas in them right now. We got this from Harbor Freight, and it'll allow me to cut springs without having to cut down the whole spring. Like normally when I'm cutting the springs down, say I need it to be 21, so I need to cut it down here. I would take a grinder and I have to cut down every single one of the coils. But with the torch, I can just cut straight there, save time, makes less of a mess. So let me first take out all of these boxes. That's what we're going to start with. Take out all these boxes. Yeah, I will show you guys the finished product for what I have today. So everything is decently clean in here. I don't care about the floors right now. I was gonna wash the truck, but I'll take you guys outside. It just started downpouring, so probably not gonna be doing that. The old way I had it, you saw how it was. This way, so I put my power tools in the middle here. I don't know how bright it is. Power tools in the middle, extra hinges and rollers and stuff. This is the Sure Winder. And then I faced everything this way so it would be easier to get at. It's kind of easier to get at, kind of. Yeah. That way everything's pointing this way so I don't have to go sideways and try to grab things sideways. But it also gives me more room in that middle to add things. I need to somehow fit a garbage can in here. Putting my pouch there, lube there. So what I ended up doing, I just put all my spring stuff here. So I have all my springs in there, plus my scale here. That way everything's in one place. I moved my electrical stuff here. And this is all my cable stuff. Like bottom fixtures and cable over here. Operator stuff. Got that there. Come over here. Then we also have this side. So I made these more accessible. I use vice grips a lot, so we put the vice grips here. But other than that, I think we are all good. So I'm gonna end it here. Hopefully this week we're gonna be able to get that door installed. I appreciate you guys watching. Hello and goodbye to all the new people. We have grown this channel a lot in the past week or two. And I really appreciate it. It really helps me out, and it's just a good motivation. So I appreciate you guys watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. And like someone I know, see ya, goodbye, bye-bye, see ya, goodbye.